Let me start this video by telling you something that might make you angry. There exists a perfectly legal strategy that the ultra wealthy are using to avoid paying millions of pounds in capital gains tax and millions of pounds more in inheritance tax. And the thing is, most people in the UK have absolutely no idea that this exists. It's very simple. It's called buy, borrow, die. And once you understand it, you'll start to realize why the rich seem to be getting even richer every single year, whilst everyone else gets crushed by taxes and cost of living. Now imagine you bought £100,000 worth of stocks. Now fast forward 20 years, and that £100,000 that you've invested is now worth £2 million. That sounds incredible, right? Anyone would want to be in this situation in this scenario. Except the moment that you sell that investment, the government wants their share and you trigger a capital gains tax event. If you're in the UK, you could face capital gains tax of up to 24% and possibly have dividend tax along the way as well. So suddenly that £2 million gain that you could get is now being hammered by hundreds of thousands of pounds in taxes that are due to HMRC. Now imagine this happening with tens of millions or even billions of pounds. Suddenly, selling becomes incredibly expensive. So wealthy investors asked a simple question. What happens if we never sell the underlying asset? So the first step in this process is really simple. You just buy appreciating assets. These are things that historically increase in value over long periods of time. Stocks, businesses, real estate, private equity, land, and intellectual property. The key idea is that these assets compound in value over decades. This is exactly what we see with billionaires. Take someone like Jeff Bezos. The majority of his wealth isn't actually held in cash. It's held in Amazon stock. Billionaires don't hold billions in a bank account. They hold assets that grow over time. But here's the key detail most people miss. They rarely sell those assets. Now look, here's where things are going to start to get interesting. Because if the wealthy never sell their assets, how do they pay for their extortionate, exuberant lifestyles? The answer is that they borrow against their underlying stock. So instead of selling their assets, they go back to a bank and they say, look, if I have £100 million in stocks, could you please lend me £10 million? The bank will happily agree. Why? Because the loan is secured against the underlying assets, in this case, the stock. And this is called asset-backed lending. And here's the critical part. Loans are not taxable income. So instead of selling stock and triggering a capital gains taxable event, they simply borrow money against their assets. And these assets continue growing in value without them having to realize and liquidate them. But they now have cash to spend because they've borrowed against the underlying assets and put the assets up as collateral. It's basically turning paper wealth into spendable money without actually having to sell anything. And this is why billionaires can appear to have low reported income despite being worth billions. Now look, you're probably thinking, why would banks lend huge sums of money like this to individuals? And the answer is, it's because it's extremely safe for them to loan this money out. Now, if someone has £100 million in assets, lending them £10 million is relatively low risk. If the borrower ever defaults, the bank can simply seize the assets, in this case, the stocks. Now, this type of lending happens all the time through private banks, wealth managers, and brokerage firms. And it's incredibly common among high net worth investors and individuals. And here's where we come to the final step in the process. And yes, the name sounds a bit dark and it's always very morbid when I talk about this, but it's critical to how the strategy works. And without this final step, we don't have a strategy. Now, when someone dies, many countries apply something called a step up in cost basis. What this means is that the purchase price of the asset resets to the market value at death. Let me give you a real world example so this makes a little bit more sense. Let's say someone buys a stock for £100,000. Over their lifetime, it grows to £5 million. If they sold it while they were alive, they could owe tax on £4.9 million in gains, which is the uplift. But if they never sell and they instead pass the asset to their heirs, the cost basis resets. So their children effectively inherit the asset as if it was purchased at £5 million. This means that the £4.9 million gains disappears for tax purposes. And this is why generational wealth can persist for decades. Assets grow, they're borrowed against, and then they pass to heirs without the same tax consequences as selling. And this strategy is one of the biggest reasons why people say that the tax system benefits the wealthy. Because if you rely on a salary, your income is taxed immediately. But if your wealth comes from assets, the rules are very different. You can hold appreciating assets, borrow against them, avoid triggering capital gains, and then pass those assets on to heirs. So the next time that you hear someone say, The rich don't pay taxes. Now you understand one of the key strategies behind it and how they're actually able to achieve this. Buy, borrow, die. And while you might not be able to replicate this strategy tomorrow, understanding how the wealthy operate is the first step towards thinking like them. If you enjoyed this breakdown and you want to see more real investing insights, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you're serious about learning how to build wealth through investing, check out the links below. I'll see you in the next video.